hit all of the right notes. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Volunteers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Vanderbilt's offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
He's loose. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Commodores in the hurry-up. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. With the catch, it's Dugan. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch.
Hello.
If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards.
Is that how you call and ask for somebody?
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read.
When you call, you ask, may I speak for Emmanuel? You don't say, is this Emmanuel?
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Maybe they won't give in and just pass it here. 3rd and goal from the 4 and 3 tight ends on the field. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touch.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will go to work for the first time today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
He's going to take a shot right away. He's got it at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown ball!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick six.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Gives it to the back on the draw. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Motion by the back for. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to... Explosive plays, another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give on the inside. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wide out in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Doyle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Vandy.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Zone 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Commodores. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Gathers. It's complete to the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to...
Unloads it downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed.
Time to take a shot. He caught it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
First down, 10 yards to go. It'll be a draw. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Dugan. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
He breaks a tackle. The Commodores will move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Right back to the well. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Commodores trying to cash it in on first and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to move it through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Right, listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Hard-hitting tackle. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts, passing on the field goal attempt that would give them the lead and going for the touchdown on fourth down. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Gathers. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll do it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And an empty backfield here on second and short. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Dugan. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Vols will boot it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to...
And that's a live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this cue scramble around and do things off schedule, but that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to task guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. We didn't do it that time.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it in the middle. It's Dugan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Melton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. He'll just keep slinging it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out and held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
The corners are walked up tight, looking for a physical attack from the gun.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop break runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it.
Straight through.
To be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dropping back, it's Gathers. He's looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Commodores will send out the punt unit.
Number 13 in punt formation to kick it away.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. All wideouts, no backs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Gain of 16. Good enough for a first down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To throw, it's Gathers. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Touchdown Volunteers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th.
34.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
Drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Unleashes it. Complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Brings up 2nd down.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Off play action. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. On the move is the 30. All kinds of running room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The Commodores want to crank the tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Defense in press coverage. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dugan. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Doors. He has been surgical. precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. At the 40, there he goes. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. At the 45, on his way. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Gathers. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. This is how you make it interesting. Your defense has to come through, has to make the big play, and they do. Clock running out, you get the ball back to your offense. Way to force the issue, create the interception.
Got his man out of the backfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Dugan. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's taking the deep shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. He'll throw it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
He's got it. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Coming out. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. The 20. He's at the 10. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Brings up 2nd down.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What's your name? You got an ID on you? I'll tell you right now. And I can tell you again. You see it. That's a side thing. This is how yes, it is. No, it's not fake. It's not fake. It's a side thing. It's a side thing. Oh, shit. Paper bag. You must put your hands back in the pocket. You see it? No. See it? No. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back. That's not bad. Okay. Well, I got your truck here. You made that shit up. You don't even know what they do. Yeah, I talk to this. No, you're trucking on me. You cannot afford I got not broken in Andrew's law. A real law is what hurts somebody. Somebody's property. Don't I'm here with Brenda. That's supposed to know what you're saying. Hey, what's going on? This 5-5 receiver goes by the nickname. He's fast. We're number 10 and like the little pista. We've got a chance to work out with the real cheetah. I really do. And let's just say that they will keep them live.
Gonna take 5 minutes.